Going back to the people on the team, how important is it to have the right people doing the right things and working together? A lot of people think racing's all mechanical, but it's been my experience that it's people driven.
It's 100% people, because without the people you can't have the mechanical. And I learned that in the last 3 or 4 years, especially. Just trying to, like I said, I don't think you can. There's no development equation for chemistry. It's just like, or the generic term for chemistry. It's just you have it or you don't. Like you said, or somebody said earlier, you got Jeff Gordon and Ray Abraham, myself and Matt Borland. Casey Kane and Kenny Francis have had it at times, and the obvious with Chad Knaus and Jimmy Johnson. So, I look forward to working with Tony Gibson and trying our hand at creating the ultimate chemistry.
You're in the 24 and the 500 this year. Can you talk about the differences between those races?
Well, I guess it'd be easier to tell you what's the same, and I guess the cars both have 4 tires and a steering wheel, and that's about it. I mean, it's totally different. It's very exciting to be with Childress Howard Racing on the 24 side of things, 24-hour side of things. They're a team that's slowly building and growing. Fortunately today they put out a release that actually Jack Daniels was going to be a part of that program as well, which is going to be a lot of fun. We had a test here, obviously about a week ago, and the car showed a lot of promise, had some good speed. We had an issue with blowing out a right rear tire, and I didn't get the track time that I would have really liked to get. But the fact that the car showed some good speed, I'm really looking forward to coming back. Last time being here, winning the race, was a lot of fun, and we want to come back and repeat it. And then as far as Daytona, obviously we're excited about that. Similarities, there really isn't a whole lot. I mean, it's totally different running around an oval and then running around a road course. The way that you set up for that's totally different. The way that you drive the cars, and then the cars themselves are totally different. The Grand Am cars are more like, I would say, closer to an Indy car, with a sequential gearbox, no lift shift. The brakes that they have on them and the way they can stop is definitely, they can stop a lot better than our Cup cars. But yet when you get to the infield where you're in the slow speed corners, they feel a little bit more like a stock car where you slide them around. You get to the high speed stuff and it reminds you more of an Indy car. So for me, it's a lot of fun to be able to get that taste again a little bit, coming from the open wheel side of things, to kind of feel that technology side of things, have a pit road speed limiter, have the no lift shift, have a fuel injected engine. A lot of that stuff's fun to drive and get a taste of, and I'm looking forward to doing that.
Our last question, back to back.
Tony Godwin, Kelly News Journal. I got a 2-parter. You're talking about car owners. Has any particular car owner had a major influence on you in the way you will approach this season? And also, the shootout invitation came pretty late. Are you guys going to be able to handle that okay?
We are. We had heard that there was a possibility that we might get invited to run that event, so we kind of started working weeks ago to make provisions that if that happened that we would be ready. So we had a 3rd car being built already to get ready for the shootout. So we're still a little bit behind in getting that car prepared, but we'll be ready when it comes time to come down here. I'm very thankful that we got that invitation. First part again?
Any one car owner that's had an influence?
Actually, 2 car owners. I mean, obviously, being around Joe Gibbs and J.D. Gibbs for the last 12 years, we've learned a lot from those guys. And great family. They've been great friends to me. They still feel like family to me. But between the Gibbs family and Rick Hendrick, it's been 2 great organizations that obviously we work really closely, obviously, and we're part of the Gibbs operation. And now we're working really closely with Rick and his group. So it's nice to be able to take the best that you see from different organizations and be able to apply them to your team. But the great thing is that just like Richard Childress, those guys, I can pick up the phone at 10 o'clock at night, and if I've got a question, I've always had that invitation from all those guys to be able to call. And Rick's always been very good from day one about the fact that we were going to be using Hendrick engines and chassis, about being very helpful with what we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish. And Joe and JD, even though we left their operation, they've been very good about given us as much support as they can too.